I've seen things some of you may have never seen. A small store. UK is still in Europe. The start of a new millennium. All at the same time. So we are in UK, it's the 30th December 1999, so we refer -2 days to the new millennium. -2 Celsius is also the temperature outside of the terminal. The four of us just landed in London Stansted, also known as the low-cost airport of London. It's low-cost because it has London in the name, but it's more like in Scotland, which means it will take quite some time for us on the bus to get home. On the bus, on the left side, there is Cristiano and myself, 20-year-old myself. Two engineering students, nerdy enough to be somewhat funny but bearable. On the right-hand side, there are Laura and Giada, wrapped in their coats. They're more on the humanities side, and I suspect they accepted to come along just for us to behavioral study about nerds in the wild. Anyway, despite appearances, this is not the latest cast of the Big Bang Theory. It's my finest attempt to get my friends over during my hero study in UK and make the best of the new start of the millennium. I mean, London, Trafalgar Square, new millennium, music, fireworks, booze. It's gonna be memorable. What could ever go wrong? After half an hour of seeing snowy fields passing by the window, the bus decides to make us know of his will of ending his life through the means of a loud cranky noise. The driver mumbles something, F beep, 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 stuff, says, wait here, and disappears in the store. After about an infinite amount of time, another bus arrives. We figure out the driver must have walked all the way to Scotland to get a new vehicle. Anyway, frozen, but we are there. We move our stuff from that bus to the live one, and we make our way. We arrive in front of my house, and we gather all the suitcases and bags. All, except one. My bum bag is nowhere to be found. That's great. The money's gone, the passport is gone, and what's worse, when you are in the middle of a snowstorm outside the door, the keys are gone. So I can choose how to die. I can call my housemate. One is in France, the other is in Greece. Not sure if they're gonna bring me the keys by the end of the day. I can call the university. They own the apartment. The 30th of December at 7 p.m., probably they're not going to pick up the phone from the pub. So we decide to do what sensible people like us would do in this situation. We decide to break in. The most agile of us is democratically elected volunteer for the task, me, Cristiano. He climbs the fence, crawls up on the roof, gets outside of our room's window. Glass shutters. There you go. Dolby surround. No neighbors watching, no police coming. We're in. Fantastic. After a while, when the blood goes through our veins and we regain parts of our limbs and brains, we realize we have another problem. In order to get out in the next day, we have to find a way to lock the door and open it when we come back without the keys. Luckily, we are engineers, almost. So we scavenge the house and we find some steel wire and a rope. Time to MacGyver the situation. The system we devised was very, very simple. Open the mailbox lid, retrieve the steel wire, make it to a hook, move it to the side, catch the rope, pull the rope, turn the handle, rotate the lock, push the door, and voila, you're inside. The girls were amazed. No, they were silent, but taking precious notes. Anyway, we made it. We go to sleep. Tomorrow is the big day. It's gonna be memorable. Music, fireworks, booze. Next day, we have breakfast, and we ride the train to London. Amazingly, nothing happens. The train is smooth, doesn't break down. So we ride King's Cross quite on good time. We make our way to Trafalgar Squares among million people and call the penguins, polar bears and stuff. At the entrance of the square, there is a wall of horses with policemen on top. And apparently we had to surrender the caps or plastic bottles. And since we are ready, also the bottles and their contents, thank you very much. Content which, of course, didn't include booze at all. We get into the square, and there is indeed a concert going on. But not exactly there. So there was this big screen that was showing the fantastic, amazing concerts going on in the rest of the kingdom. Glasgow, Edinburgh, Liverpool. Just the screen, no audio. Okay, booze is gone, music, not really there, unless you have a lot of imagination. Never mind, it's gonna be great. And we are there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Fireworks? No fireworks. My friends were not very impressed. No music, no fireworks, no booze, and freaking cold. But for one thing, this trip has been memorable. Because forever I will remember the next time a new millennium starts, don't go to London.